So now let's add some requirements into Olive. There's a lot of ways you can do this. Let's say you've already got a spreadsheet of requirements that you've pre-built. You can simply drag and drop that in here, and we'll actually be able to tag these by which column represents which section. I'm going to verify those requirements and then confirm and upload once we're ready. Those will populate right into the project. Second way that we want to look about building requirements is if we actually know what we want already, but we're going to build that in the product. So very simple to just add some requirements. This can be anything you want, right? Must have blue interface. That's very simple. Now that requirement is part of the Olive project. Now, what if we don't know what we don't know, and we really need some inspiration about which requirements to include? Olive has added a few AI tools here to help get the wheels started and really dive in and write those requirements for you. One is the Copilot. The Copilot is much more high level, but can still deliver some pretty interesting requirements for you that can be included. So, for example, we can get some functional requirements. We can add these straight in from here. We have our responses. Very simple to come in, and we can add these as sections. So we could add that as an actual section into the project. We can actually add individual requirements into sections. So if we wanted to add these into the functional requirements, we simply said add requirements to functional requirements section. Now you'll notice when we go back here, those requirements have all been added to the functional requirements section. Another way that we can go in, if we want to be a little bit deeper, we can actually recommend requirements from topics. So let's say we're very specific in what we want from HR. We want to look at payroll and we want to look at benefits. What this system will now do is pull in from a wealth of Olive data as well as publicly available data to really generate specific requirements for you. We can simply include these in here. Once they're in, we simply confirm and upload those into the project as well. So that's a couple of AI ways that we can include requirements also. Finally, if we want to look at templates, so you could use one of your other existing templates, in this case, obviously human capital management, and we can come in and we can select a certain number of requirements or an entire section and simply add those requirements in. It's a really simple way to build up requirements and leverage the knowledge that is stored within Olive as well to make sure that you're really keeping up to date and getting all the most relevant requirements for you. Of course, now what we want to do is invite those users in so that they can start ranking these requirements. Users can simply log in and they can come in and rank requirements that matter to them, or they can create their own requirements. What we're getting here is an overall view of just how important certain requirements are to the entire team. So, for example, offboarding processes is ranked pretty low from Ryan and Brian, but Sharik and Bill see this as an absolute must-have.